Hi guys, shooting for fun here, and excuse me. We're going to continue on with our Smith & Wesson M&P series, little review and takedown here. If you've watched the first couple of parts there, you've seen the 380 Bodyguard, and we've done the 22 Compact. Today we're going to continue on with this series, and we're going to be doing the M&P 9shield. Now this is a great little gun. I've shot it quite a bit. I've never had any problems out of it. It shoots pretty much any kind of ammo you stick with it. And it's pretty lightweight. It's compact. Like I said, it shoots very good, very accurate. It's great for concealed carry. It'll fit in a pocket. It'll fit in an inner waistband holster. It's great for the women as well. They can put it into a purse or pocketbook. And it's just an all-around great little gun. And we're going to show you how to do a quick little takedown and cleaning on it. Okay. So what you always want to do is remove the mag. And you want to pull the slide back. Make sure that there's no bullet in the chamber. We rack our slide back, lock it back with our slide lock. And I always get the guns with these features, is it has the slide lock and it has the manual safety. And I just like having that just as an extra if I wanted to carry it in a car or somewhere else. You know, if I wanted to rack a live round, that's just an extra little safety precaution there when you carry. And then we take our takedown lever here. We pull that down. Okay. We release our slide. Now these are a little bit different. They're similar to the Glocks in that these actually have to be fired to release the slide. So that's why you always want to make sure that it's empty. You squeeze, and you see the slide just pulls right off. Then we can take out our recoil spring, our barrel, 4 parts. Just doesn't get any better than that, you know. It's quick, it's easy, it's simple. And what I do is I take a little rag, and the best type of rag that I use is from like an old t-shirt or a polo shirt, you know, some of that nylon, polyester. Not like the cotton, because the cotton will leave kind of a residue. And I run through my magazine or my slide here just to clean it out really good there, get any residual oil or residue off of it there before we re-clean. Wipe off our recoil spring. And we'll take the frame, and these are nice little with a polymer frame, which helps the gun being lightweight and concealable. And I just rub down the internal parts. And if you want to, you can actually take a little Q-tip, push it up through. You can run that through your magazine well there just to get out any dirt or dust that may happen to be in there. Okay. Now what I like to do is I like to start out with my barrel first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of this it's a Remington Rim Oil Spray. It has a Teflon lubricant in it to where even when it dries, it will still have a certain amount of lubricant to it. And then what I like to use is these little bore snakes here. Rather than having to use the rods with the cleaning pads that have to be changed and all this, this is just a quick and easy little way to do it. You run it through the barrel and you just pull it through. What I like to do is I do a double pass. And you can look down through there and make sure you don't have any other residue in there. Well, and these things, these are cheap. They run anywhere between $10 to $20 depending upon the brand and what caliber you get. Okay. But a nice little item to have. I have several. I have them for my 9mm and my 22s, and they're just a nice little feature there. So now what I do is I'll take a little Q-tip, and here we have the Remington rim oil. It's the same thing that's in the can, it's just a liquid form. And I'll run that on the slide ramp of the barrel. Just on the sides of the barrel there, and around the end a little bit. And you can do a little bit on your slide rod spring there, and I don't usually do a whole lot there because once I reassemble it, I retract my slide and it's easier to get to that inside shaft there to clean the shaft. Alright, so now we take our slide and I just run it up through there. I clean mine after every shoot so that you don't get a whole lot of dirt and build up. Plus it helps keep the gun lubricated, and if you live in a moist area with a lot of humidity like we do in the summertime, you really don't want these things to start getting rusted up on you. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll take the and again, it's just a light coating, it's not nothing really heavy. You don't really want oil, running out of your gun and stuff when you go to shoot. So you don't want a whole lot in there, just enough to gently lubricate your parts. Now if you were going to do this for storage and you were going to store it for, several months, then yeah, I would recommend laying a little heavier coat on there, just to keep any, rust or residue from setting up in there. And you can see, even though it's been cleaned before, they still get pretty dirty from time to time there. So now we're ready to reassemble. So take your barrel, drop it into your slide, push it back, take your recoil spring, push it into the front there, and squeezing it will lock back into place here. Then what you want to do is you slide your slide right back on, lock it back, and now is when I do the cleaning with my guide rod. Put a little bit on there. You can see where it's pushed back to where you can easily access the shaft of your recoil spring. Okay. Then you snap your takedown lever back into place, release your slide, and you're good to go. Okay. Now what I just did was the way that I normally store my guns, is because normally if you rack it back, that's what injects the bullet in there. But somebody could put a bullet in there and fire it. So when I go to store my guns, what I do is I squeeze it to make sure that it's not going to fire anymore. I also, what I normally do is I'll clean my mags as well. Put a little in there and wipe them off good, just to clean the magazines to make sure that they're stay good and clean and nothing residual stuff can, because it can, once your gun gets so dirty, you can start having misfires and misfeeds, that kind of thing. So it's better to keep it clean and functional than, just let it sit around and deteriorate. So you put your magazine back in, and now if you squeeze the trigger, it's not going to fire. You have to actually rack and load the gun. Okay? Now if I was going to carry this, or for self-defense, things like that, this is where you would want to go ahead and rack your gun, put a shell in the chamber, and then I would just use my manual safety. Okay? And a lot of people don't like using that because if they have to draw and shoot really fast, they'll draw and go back, and then the gun won't fire, and then they got to do their safety and stuff. So it's all depends upon how well you feel comfortable with your gun. And a lot of times when people in that kind of situation, you're going to be nervous and things anyway, so it's going to be really kind of hard to really try to pull this thing and rack it and safety and all this stuff, and then try to get a bead on somebody, So, but you do want to, try to be as careful as you can, particularly if you're just storing it like I do. I keep everything in my gun safe when not in use. And then I just wipe off the exterior there to get rid of any residual oil. And there you have it, our M&P 9shield. It's a great little gun. It shoots perfect. It's accurate. It's a great concealed carry. And they're reasonably priced. Most of these run from around $300 to $350, $389, depends upon your store. But they're a great little gun. They have the 7+1, and then you can get an 8+1 magazine to go in it as well, the extended mag. And they shoot really good. It's a great little gun. I highly recommend these if you really like shooting. They got a good feel. And they're nice to carry. Alright, that concludes this one for our M&P 9shield. Stay tuned for our 45 shield as well. Thanks for watching, guys.